So it is brought up by my opponent that drug decriminalization can lead to more proper use of drugs. However, that does not happen. Drug addicts, why can't I say that word, will lie and tell you anything they think you want to hear or that they feel they have to say at the moment. This isn't a fantasy, it's a fact. Even the most docile, mild-mannered, and unassuming person can control what comes out of their mouth once they're in the grip of addiction.
Can we take a break?
Yeah, you had some time. You want to pause?
Yeah.
You have 4 minutes of prep time left.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
So, back to what I was talking about earlier. One flaw for our opponents on the affirmative side is that they talk about a way to regulate criminalization laws, but they never give a plan to fix it. The plan is absent in their argument. Also, Chris mentioned an increase in the use. He mentioned an increase, but he never really gave the numbers. So we're assuming that it was a small amount. Also, my opponent addressed the Portugal situation. However, decriminalizing everything in the United States can unfold differently. Interestingly, researchers and politicians, both for and against general drug decriminalization, have used Portugal as an example. Disagreements arise in part because different people looked at different numbers, such as lifetime drug use, which went up, or problematic drug use, which went down. Alex Stevens, a criminal justice researcher at the University of Kent in the UK, who has studied Portugal extensively and supports the country's policy, thinks that the most important numbers show improvement. However, lifetime drug use could also include people who have tried a drug. Also, nevertheless, there are small hints that some may suffer after decriminalization. In 1992, a Rand Corporation economist named Karen Model published a study that found that in states which decriminalized the possession of marijuana in the 1970s, marijuana-related emergency room check-ins decreased, while emergency visits for other drugs decreased. It appeared that more people were replacing other drugs with pot once it was decriminalized. One analysis of decriminalized states in Australia found that the overall number of marijuana users stayed the same after decriminalization, but people began using pot at a younger age. That may have health consequences in the future, but that hasn't been studied. So to go back onto my opponent mentioning Portugal, because of the different ethics of our countries, based on the different ethics of our countries and the different policies that we carry out currently compared to Portugal, decriminalizing drugs in the US can end up very badly. Thank you.